Hello, my dear students. This is Rajiv Kumar Sharma, your math teacher at the Millennium School, South City, Lucknow. My dear, we have completed this chapter linear equation in two variable, right? Again, I would like to summarize this chapter before starting the new one. Some technical points which I told you in the beginning. The main point was axes. The axes are actually this x and this is x dash, and this is y dash. Axes always intersect to each other at a point, and that point is known as origin. Coordinate of origin always be 0, 0, and at the point of intersection both the axes will be mutually perpendicular to each other, right? I told this portion is the first quadrant, which is enclosed by the positive x axis and the negative y axis. This is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, and this one is the fourth quadrant, right? After getting this thing, quadrant, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant, and the origin. Individually, an axis is a real line, correct? Some questions are given in the exercise 4.4 as y equals to 3 and represent the y equals to 3 in one variable as well as in two variable. So that time this concept is needed, which I told you in the video 1, the part 1 of this chapter, linear equation, right? So please remember, individually an axis always be real line. If we have taken two real lines as the axis is x and y, then they will intersect at a point, and that will divide the entire surface or piece of paper, whatever you have taken, in 4 segments, and will start the counting of the name of segments in anti-clockwise direction. And this will be the first, this is second, this is fourth, third, and this is fourth, and this one plus comma plus, all the coordinates which will lie in the first quadrant, that will be plus comma plus. In the second quadrant, this will be minus comma plus. Third quadrant, minus comma minus. Fourth quadrant, plus comma minus. Okay, actually minus comma minus or the minus comma plus at this place always be abscissa, and at the second place, at this one place, y, and this is x. X means abscissa and y means ordinate. Let me explain about the abscissa and ordinate. I am going to delete this, just a minute. Okay, again draw the lines. This is y axis, this x, x dash, and the next one is y dash. This is y. Anyway, it is not working, don't worry. This is y dash. Ink is finished, but we have another option. You should not be worried about it. I think just a minute, it will work, because we have the solution of each and every problem. There is nothing in this world which cannot be solved by us, because we are the part of a great school. Okay, let's start. X axis, and this is y axis. Oh my god, just a minute. If you are going to draw the axis is x-axis and y-axis, then they will intersect to each other at a point, and location of the point is actually anyone. If you are going to locate a point, location of the point always be this is x, x dash, y, y dash. If a point P A comma B, then the location of point A comma B is, A means this distance is the A and this distance is B. Distance means perpendicular distance. It is very clear, point P is having the coordinate as A comma B. A is the value of x and B is the value of y, and this is x. So we can define it, the abscissa is the distance from y axis, this, and ordinate is the distance from x axis. So remember this point, this is the definition of abscissa and ordinate. Abscissa means the distance from x, the abscissa means distance from y axis and ordinate means distance from x axis. Okay. The next point was, if a line is given in such a way which is parallel to x axis, like a line given x equals to 3, y equals to 4. If it is given x equals to 3, then this will be parallel to y axis. If y equals to 4, then this is parallel to x axis. I can draw this figure very simply. Wait a minute. If you are going to plot these two lines and the graph paper, this is your graph, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, minus sign, 1, 2, 3, y, 1, 2, 3, minus 3, minus 2, this is origin. We have x equals to 3. If you are going to plot this x equals to 3, then this is x equals to 3 and you will draw a line. This is the line whose value is always x equals to 3, and definitely this is parallel to y axis, right? These two lines are parallel to each other. If you are taking this y equals to 4, then this will be parallel to x axis. Let us draw this. Y equals to 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4 is not there, so we are going to mention this 4. So this line, this is the line y equals to 4, and this line is parallel to x axis, and this is also known as presentation of a line in two variables. This figure is, only name is different, presentation of a line in two variables, right? So this is the concept. Some more points are there which I like to discuss to you all. If a point is given in such a way that is lying at the x axis, so in this case remember this point at x axis y equals to 0 and at y axis x equals to 0. Actually at x axis y is 0 and y is 0 is the equation of x axis, means one thing has more than one name. as you are having at least two names. One is the name which is registered in the scholar register, and one more you have, that is your nickname. By that your friends, your mama and other person in that society is calling you, right? Similarly, at y axis x equals to 0 and x equals to 0 is the equation of y axis. These are the points to be plotted. So dear students, today I have shown all the important points as a summary, because before starting the new chapter this is completed and so many questions are given there. To understand that, you should go through the summary of the chapter, what thing you have done and what you have to practice at the time of revision. One more question I would like to ask to you, that is very very important, and I think you must have a good idea about that. How to represent a line which is in two variable on the graph paper. And one more thing, solution of a point. These 2 points are the complement of each other. If you are going to plot of a point, you have to find the solution of the points. Without getting the solution of point, you can't complete that question. For example, plot or draw the graph of x plus y equals to 10. So there is a method. If you like to draw the graph of any one equation of a line in two variable, then there are two variables. Represent one variable in the other one. Here x and y, there are two variables. Represent x in terms of y or y in terms of x. So I am going to make the y as the subject, y equals to 10 minus x, right? Now we will find out the solution point, and to find out the solution point I will make a box and we will try to fill that box. X, y, x comma y. In this equation, put x equals to 4. When x equals to 4, then 10 minus 4, that will be 6. When x equals to 5, then 10 minus 5, then y equals to 5. Take the x equals to 6, then 10 minus 6 is 4. So this is the point 4 comma 6, 5 comma 5 and 6 comma 4. Plot this point, take a graph paper and plot this point. These three are the solution point, because to draw a line minimum 3 points are required. If you are not taking the 3 points, then your answer will not be taken as the complete answer, because to be a line as the straight line, 3 points are collinear. If 3 points are collinear, they must lie on the straight line. So to draw a line, remember this point, take the minimum 3 points. If you are taking 2 points, your answer will not be taken as the right answer. That will be taken as the incomplete answer. Answer will not be incorrect, but that will be incomplete answer. Similarly, if any curve is given, so in case of any curve, we will take minimum 5 points, and curves are not given in our syllabus, that is given in class 11th and 12th. But as an introductory session, I would like to share that to you all, because we are learning the same. This is the fundamental, this is the basic, because after some time, definitely after qualifying the class 9th, you will go to the class 10th, and after qualifying the class 10th, some of the students will take the mathematics and some of the students will take the other subject, but those will opt the maths and biology, definitely they will learn it, because physics and chemistry is the compulsory part of both the streams of science, right? You cannot segregate that. So up to class 12th, it is mandatory to understand the concept of mathematics. So please, I think you have to pay attention. Dear, let's plot these points. calculation part is done. Now I don't have the graph paper. I would like to plot at the whiteboard by taking the points 1 2 3 4 5. Take one more point, 6, -1 -2 -3 -4 -5 -6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, first point is 4 comma 6. So 1 2 3 4 abscissa and 6 upward. 4 comma 6. Next 5 comma 5. 1 2 3 4 5 and upward. This point is 5 comma 5. Okay, and next is 6 comma 4. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 and this is 4 6 comma 4. After plotting the points, join it. Take the scale and join the lines, right? And both the sides you have to make the arrow head. If possible, try to extend the line in such a way that will intersect the x-axis as well as y-axis. These are the technical points. It is not printed, but these points are very important points. You have to pay attention for that. Okay, dear students, in my opinion, I have revised all the points which was required for this chapter as a summary, and this is the summary of this chapter. If you are getting these points, definitely you can complete the question. Go through the exercises and the theories given in this chapter and read the NCERT book at least once or twice. Your 50% doubts will be clarified only by reading the book, and rest of all by doing the questions you can get it done. Okay, in case of any queries, any doubt, feel free to WhatsApp me or mail me. I will try to reply. I will try to resolve that problem. Thank you very much. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.